Oh, hello, Ryan. Hello, baby. Look at you. How are
Ooh, baby, do you know what it's worth? Looks like heaven's a place on earth.
Oh, we're right here. Look, you can tell my digs have changed. I've moved into my definitely not family in Houston, Texas's house. This is still in Kansas City for sure. I'm following all COVID protocols. Don't judge the giant eagle's wing behind me. This is everything. You got new digs. Look behind you. What is that? Is that these are the nice holiday decorations?
I spruced up a little bit. You got a shelf and hid all of your Confederate memorabilia. We're both coming along real good.
You're living the Dixie times. It looks like you stuffed a chia pet behind your couch.
Yep, I certainly did. I certainly did. Oh man, how are you? How was
Oh,
your holidays?
it was good. It was good. We hung out. We got to see family. We did a lot of quarantining and got COVID test. We got blood test. I got a blood test for COVID, and they told me if I got the antibodies or not. And I still haven't gotten COVID. No matter how hard I've tried, no matter how many exposure parties I go to,
Mm.
no matter how many indoor comedy shows I try and do, I cannot
Hmm.
seem to get COVID. So I still don't have it. Everything's been cool. We got a lot of gifts. I got a nice little light that's right here to make me look better. Anything
Ah.
good?
Yeah, you look pretty much how you look. So whatever
Nice.
that tells you.
Looks good.
Good deal. Well, yeah, man. My Christmas and stuff went well. Watched some movies. Watched some movies I haven't seen in a long time. Muppet Christmas Carol, very good.
Great.
Um, the Jim Carrey Grinch, which I didn't know. I know almost of all the words to from the times that I watched it when I was a kid. Like I know it so
Yeah,
well. But one thing I didn't remember. You know the movie I'm talking about.
yeah.
You remember that lady that's in it that like super wants to fuck the Grinch?
Yeah, the super hot mom, the one that's married to Jeffrey Tambor in the movie. In the movie.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she would never put up with him in real life. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Not with that.
yeah, no, no, I don't know what Jeffrey Tambor did, but judging by the looks of him, it was some I don't know, not good. I was about to. I was waiting for Colby to hit the that one button that
Which,
says things are bad.
oh, it's too sad.
Emergency. 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 Emergency.
That's pretty
We
good.
made we made it 3 minutes into the podcast before we got too sad talking about the lady that wants to fuck the Grinch.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for coming and joining us again for Set to Destroy. As you know, Ryan and I are comedians, or at least we used to be, and we sit down with other comedians, our friends, just people that we know, people that we love, and people that we think are very funny. And then we listen to sometimes their oldest sets, sometimes them just bombing. Just Ryan and I's our favorite moments in comedy, which is just our friends and people we love doing poorly. And so we sit down, we roast them, and then you get to go along for the ride. And now we've got video, thanks to the help of our producer Colby. Colby, give yourself a round of applause. Yes, yes.
Where would we be without Colby? Colby or Steven, where do you think we'd be without Colby?
Oh, I probably would have had COVID by now if it wasn't for Colby. I think his mouth kisses. No, not many people know this, but Colby not only is a great producer, but also is already immune to the coronavirus, and he can really do it all. Yeah, he can do it all. So me and his girlfriend have remained pretty much vaccinated just from kissing Colby this entire quarantine. So
Yeah,
that's
baby.
what.
Well, now I feel silly for, Colby asked me years ago if he wanted to kiss me on a regular basis, and I said no. And that's why I don't have any of the antibodies either.
I got in early. Yeah, yeah. I got in early when the Colby is my Bitcoin. I bought in when it was real low, and now I'm banking off of it. It's
I'm higher than I've ever been, baby.
Colby's here. Thank you so much, Colby. You can follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, on all the other good stuff. Ryan is over there. I'm over here. Please like the video, support us, do whatever you can. This is how we're trying to make stuff happen. Oh God, I hope I didn't lose internet. Am I good? Or we're still good. I'm in the middle of nowhere, dude. I have 3G. You know the last time I had 3G?
Oh, no.
Dude,
When?
College, it had to have been when I was in like a 10 square mile town. Like no service. But they have Google Fiber.
Yeah, that's swamp Wi-Fi right there, buddy. That's no good.
Yeah, man. I'm living the Bigfoot life. Me and Sasquatch are just out in the woods hanging out today. And, we'll hopefully if we have internet problems, hopefully it's cool. You can just check out all of my cool mugs that are definitely in Kansas City and not in Texas.
Well, we'll handle it as we go. And if you end up having internet problems, then I'll just carry the show, which isn't that different than what normally happens. But do you want to go ahead and intro our first guest, our only guest? Why did I said that 2 weeks in a row now?
Oh, look at you.
Fuck it. We're going to have a surprise guest at the end of the show.
Are you going to bring, is it Tomi Miami?
No, it's not going to be Tomi Miami. Tomi Miami's hat and spoon are at the Mockingbird Lounge, safe.
R.I.P. R.I.P. My love. Tell Mary to get on the podcast one day. We'll do a wife swap, huh? We'll do a partner swap, huh? How's that sound for a little podcast? Yeah.
I don't know who would get the worst deal out of that, but yeah.
Ola's gonna run it. Ola's gonna produce it.
It's going to be better than anything we've ever done.
Oh, yeah. Well, we are super excited for today. If you're joining us, you are in for a treat. We have some wonderful, wonderful clips of one of our best friends, one of our most talented friends. I met our first guest a couple of years ago in Columbia, Missouri, which is notably a college town. Ryan, did you meet her whenever she came to Kansas City?
Yeah, obviously I saw. Oh, no, I didn't meet her in Kansas City. I actually met her at a Columbia show at the Rose Bowl Garden, whatever it's called. I can't remember. The Rose. There's a Rose.
There's
Rose
a Rose.
by any other name would still be a venue in Columbia that sucks because that is a wretched city. But I met her there. We were in the green room at the same time, and I remember us not saying hi to each other. I remember why I didn't, and it was because I was anxious and didn't want to say hi to anybody. And maybe in a minute we'll find out why she didn't say hi to me. Guys, it's our guest this evening, the very funny, the very talented Ameerah Sanders.
Yeah. What's up?
How's it going, everybody?
Every day's a gift, but some days I wish they'd keep the receipt.
Right.
Holiday joke.
How do you not have 5 children? Like, honestly.
Ooh, well.
Is that?
I feel like you should have children.
Yeah, he looks like at 18 he went on a mission quest.
Right?
My dad energy and my pull-out game are strong.
That's a good thing to have, honestly. But yeah, it's Rose Music Hall, guys. And Ryan, I didn't say hi to you because I didn't know if I'd see you again in my life. So I was just like, eh.
You know what?
That is so. We'll say hi.
That's such a fair, like, you do these shows, and goddamn, those shows at the Rose, they would be like, all right, you're going up 8th. And also there's 5 comics going on after you. Like they booked everyone in Columbia and then several out-of-towners. And it's just like, you know what? I'm not trying to make this many friends.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like I just figured I don't know if he's gonna be important enough for me to talk to. Does that make sense? That sounds worse.
Ameerah, you're speaking directly to my heart.
I was like, hey, if he shows up, he'll show up again. Say hi.
She watched your set and was like, whew, good call. Wasted energy. Didn't have
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's like, hopefully I never move to where that guy lives.
Dude, I love Rose.
Did I meet you at a Rose Music Hall? I don't remember meeting you.
No, you and I met at an as of yet unnamed show. We went up like right before me. So that was when I went with like a few people. We went with Lynn Navertel, and he tried to drive us down there. He was going 60 in the left-hand lane all the way down I-70. Oh my God. He had Nickelback in his car. It was a terrible trip. It was a really bad trip. But then I got up, and I think we had fun. It was like a fun show. And I think I met you again in Hannibal. I think you were hanging out with Ty.
I remember Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I was hounding, I think you and Ty, mainly Ty, because I knew him at the time, to like move. And I was like, please just move. Like, please get out of Columbia. Like, this place is terrible. Like, it's not for you. And is it a decent town to start in? It's a college town, so it's a lot of young kids, but is it like, how is it coming up in Columbia? How long were you there?
I started comedy when did I start comedy? When I was 20, and I think that was like in my 3rd or 4th year of college. So yeah, I was there for like a year or two, and then people kept coming up to me on the street, and I was like, this town has outgrew me. I can't. I'm famous already.
You were like, are you Ameerah Sanders from the as of yet unnamed show? And you're like, the show doesn't even have a name. The show doesn't have a name, but I have a name. I got to get out of here.
Yeah. It's just like, this happened too quickly. I want to go somewhere where nobody knows my name, because I didn't like when people could come up to me and I didn't know who they were, but they know who I was. And I was just like, I would rather people not do that. So I got to get out of here.
You moved here and I was like, Ameerah.
Have you ever gotten recognized for stand-up but not complimented? I was walking out of that coffee place in wherever that is in Kansas City Market, and this lady stopped me. It wasn't even like we were in line and we might as well talk to each other. We're two ships passing in the night, and she stops and she's like, "Oh, were you at the wherever the other night?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, and then left. That was the end of the interaction.
I am dead. No, usually people, when they come up to me, it's usually to say they liked me. I have had people go up to Ty after shows. Ty is, people that don't know, my boyfriend, he does comedy too. People have come up to Ty after shows and then complimented me, and then complimented him, and then looked at me like, all right. Like, I went up as well. So you know what I'm saying? So they were just like, "Oh, you were great." And then they looked at me like, "You're here." Okay.
That's one of the best moments after a show, like standing next to, like, if it's Steven and I, like, we'll be standing next to each other, and like somebody will come up to us and then they'll like look at one of us and be like, "That was so funny. You're so good. That was great. Keep going. You're wonderful." And then they'll look at the other like,
I tell you, you tried. You're
okay. You're good.
Yeah. Alex said that should be the other name of this podcast. That is what I want. I want the full vibe of this to be just the most cold-hearted thing. Ryan and I were looking back at our pictures, and we have pictures from Unionville, Missouri, which is the first place I met Ty. And the pictures from Unionville are of just, we both were doing sets to people who hated us. They were like, we thought this was going to be like Larry the Cable Guy. And I was like, I was a close second.
Yeah.
That's almost right. And both pictures we both took, and they're just some old dude who's just like
asleep.
Just asleep while we're both like, huh? Yeah. It's like, no.
Like, it looks like Steven and I are posing for shitty comedian headshots where we're like, and then he's just,
no, you have photo evidence of that.
Steven, do you remember the football team or the whatever team of that town?
Dude, so the Unionville High School, we were driving by and we passed the high school, and it was one of those digital signs, and it said, "Go Midgets." And we were like, "Oh, somebody hacked the digital sign, right? Because there's no way
Nope.
that and then I asked the crowd, I was like, hey, what's the name of your high school? And they were like, the Midgets. And it was like, what? What's your mascot? Like, is it just like a tiny body? Do you just have a giant headed mascot that just like rumbles down the
Did they
field?
have any little people in their town? Do they like
Surely.
little people now, right?
I don't know what
I
it
think
is.
it is. I think it is little people, and no, they didn't, because they would have just called it the high school fighting Scots.
Just named it after.
They would have just made him.
over.
They would have just made the guy the
It
mascot.
would have cycled through. When one of them died, they had to find a new little person and bring him in.
No,
They
like
need
a
a
residency,
mascot.
like a residency. Like, come live in Unionville free of charge, but we get to use you as our mascot.
It's like
That's
a priest.
fucked
You
up.
live rent free. You get
Yeah.
any kid you want. Like you can, or a person. I don't know. I was thinking priest. I don't want to put little people into that category. This has gotten off the rails. But either way, that show was really bad. And have you done a show? I can't imagine you doing very small towns. You're like, I do
Me?
progressive. I talk about like kind of liberal stuff. You talk about liberal stuff quite a bit. I cannot picture you in small town hell gigs. Do you have like one really good one?
I mean, is it wrong of me to consider most of the shows that I do in Missouri to be that? I don't know.
No.
Like,
It's like
That's-
I
that's-
started in Columbia. You
Like-
know this.
I mean, okay, so I try not to do small towns just because I don't trust them. At least for me, sundown towns are real, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to chance that. So that's just
Mhm.
me. But when it comes to like doing stuff in like Columbia or like Kirksville or something, usually there's already a liberal population over there. Otherwise, I'm just going there to yell at white people, you know? And like, I like doing that on the best of days. But mostly I like doing that virtually where they can't they can't find me. So
Any town that has like the town square in the middle of it and they still have like cannons on the lawn, it's no good.
where's that place that Steven you had Ty go up? What was that? Sedalia?
That's exactly where I was talking. Sedalia is an excellent example.
Sedalia. Yeah, I was
Sedalia,
glad I didn't go.
yeah.
I was so glad.
We got heckled by a motorcycle and we got heckled by sprinklers. The sprinklers on the
Yeah.
courtyard lawn turned on in the middle of my act. And I just had to be like, this is normal and how comedy should be. This is what we should expect. And this is the best part. I've never gotten wet from a show before. Got another. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go down that. Hey,
My
I think
favorite part of the kids booing, which is already my favorite noise anyways, is one of the kids goes,
That's a really good reaction. I like the too sad reaction as well.
Yeah, that one
Mhm.
really solid. Again,
we always have to use that one about 1 minute into the show. Steven, let's intro the clip.
All right. Well, what clip do we have up first? All right. What do we have to do? I'm having internet problems. What's are we doing as of yet unnamed? Is this? I think this is the clip you sent us, Ameerah. This is from Columbia, the show that you and I met at. How long ago was this?
Like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. Like it was right around the time I started, like I first started, and I've been doing it for 4 years ish. I don't know if we count 2020 really, but yeah, it's got to be like 2 or 3 years ago.
Is this is the open mic, right? This is not it's kind of a showcase, kind of an open mic. I don't know how to describe it.
It's the local open mic. They still do it in Columbia at the East Side Tavern. It's very easy to get time because they desperately want funny people. So if you have like good consecutive shows, like maybe 3 times, then they're like, yeah, you can do 5 or whatever. Or you can do extended time, or you can go before this person. Sure, yes, please make sure people don't leave. Anyways, I like that. I like that place a lot, and that show was very funny. It's also where I've seen so many bizarre acts. Oh my god, so many weirdos come through. Uh, the East Side Tavern is insane. Becky!
Becky saw you do
Hi.
it the first time, and it made you laugh so hard. I hope this is going to
I
be.
did kill the first time. I don't know about these other times, but the first time I definitely killed. I definitely killed. That's where I met Ty for the first time.
Was the first time you ever?
It's the only good thing to ever come out of Columbia.
Do you have a too cute siren?
Like, it's too cute. Oh, no. Like he's communicating through sound effects. That's the way a producer should communicate. Our producer has 20 children.
That's exactly.
That's
Okay.
Colby's new closer. Right now.
Colby, you have the clip for us? Pull it up. Look at Ty in the comments.
Ameerah, so you did a show, and that's where you met Ty. Tried to hit on her after. Who was? Were you like really funny, like you said, and then was he kind of like whatever, and then you were like, all right, what's this guy's deal?
This is kind of, I guess, my conceited part. I did so well that all I thought about the rest of the night was myself. So I don't remember seeing him go up.
That is the right answer. You were like, you know what? I don't know if this guy's going to be important in the long run. We'll wait until I see him again.
No, that's how I felt. No, I remember he came up to me and like my friend was like, "Oh, he was cute," and I was like, "Okay, Anne, I'm amazing though. Why are we focusing on him?" So yeah,
I'm funnier than he is cute. Move on.
Exactly. But yeah, he kept showing up, and I was like, "Okay, so I'll learn your name now. I guess I'll say hi." So yeah.
You hear that, guys? Just keep showing up.
Never stop showing up.
Never stop showing up.
Pursue.
Yeah. Let's get this clip going. This was the East Side Tavern. This was about 2 to 3 years ago. This was an open mic, but you kind of have to call ahead or schedule in advance, and then this is your set. Let's check it out.
Okay. So let's get this over with, huh?
New name. Another new name for the podcast.
Race and racism a lot, but that doesn't mean I don't.
Wait, can you already pause it, please? Ameerah, had you seen Steven yet? And did you know that you were stealing his intro? I don't know if you guys know, but I like talking about race and racism a lot.
I was black before Steven became woke, so he's copying me.
I don't know. I think because Steven is older than you, he's been Southern longer than you've been black. I don't know if y'all know me, but I like to talk about race. And then half the people at the improv are like, yay, and the other half are like, oh no.
Dude, you can look at me and not know. You can look at Ameerah and you're like, we know where this is going to go. We know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they look at you and they think the same thing. They just happen to be wrong.
They think it's going to go the opposite way.
Yeah. Cool.
We should really go on tour, Steven. Just.
That would be such a fun tour. People wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
We'll just call it politically correct and go from there. But that doesn't mean I don't have my own prejudices. I do recognize that I am also a part of certain problems. For example, I am extremely prejudiced against business majors, philosophy majors, frat boys, and most white men. I'm sorry to this corner. I don't know. It's all right.
You could have just said white men.
Yeah. I could have just said, that's kind of the joke. I was like, I basically a white man. This was in college, so all of my jokes are like based around college shit.
Mhm.
So they like, I feel like they're outdated now. But I could,
You
I
could
don't know.
tell you can tell it's a college town because you're like business majors and it's like and you're like philosophy majors like and you're like
It's just like, yeah, liberal college students that like really want to reaffirm that we are no longer brainwashed by our parents. We're all just like, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh my God, keep it going.
I like the idea that business majors and philosophy majors would not otherwise think that they have anything in common other than just being annoying and white. Just different.
Sorry. Okay. Don't knock yourself, dude. Don't knock yourself. So yeah, so like I don't like business majors because like unless you're, like they follow up with because I want to start my own business, you know. But if they're like, oh, I'm going into corporate finance or whatever, I'm assuming you take courses like cocaine and escorts 101 and the wage gap, how to be on the right end of it. I don't like philosophy majors because that means you are willing to pay tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars to think about shit. Like, unless you follow up with, then I'm going to law school. If you just say, yeah, I'm gonna be a philosophy major, I'm like, you are clearly a rich person. That's right. That has time. I joke. Right there, that gap is where I forgot what I was saying. So I had to just redirect it. I don't know.
And then all the table of philosophy majors, which is definitely there for some reason. They're like, oh, what? Did you have to stop and think about that one? Boo!
Boo. I will say, I feel like the worst thing so far about this video is my sweater. I hate it. I keep looking at the sweater and I hate it. I want it to stop.
It looks like you've had it for 900 years. It looks like
it's 900 years old because it's my stepdad's sweater. I don't know why I was wearing it. I was like, oh, I'm liking a chunky sweater. This is cute. And I don't know. Anyways, let's continue.
It definitely looks like it's so from the past.
It's so from the past.
If we had a party and it's like, okay, you got to dress like you're from a long time ago.
This is like a medieval, like, you know those dirty ass shirts medieval people be wearing in like movies and shit? That's what it looks like. Like I just came out of the fucking blacksmithry or some shit. I don't know.
Small Missouri college town version of that, yeah.
I feel like you're about to just like hold up a bunch of cats and try and take a Christmas photo. This is my family.
All times. If you just say, yeah, I'm gonna be a philosophy major, I'm like, you are clearly a rich person that has time to professionally basically smoke weed and write your thoughts down.
So, real quick.
Yo, did you just describe a comedian?
Yeah, Ameerah, what's your career? What are you working on recently? Can you just describe us through many of your ventures that you're kind of navigating down in your life currently?
There's a lot of jealousy in that bit. It's like, damn it, that's what I want. Sponsored by Cricket Wireless. Fuck.
That's exactly what I want to do for a living is smoke weed and write my thoughts down. I'm jealous. It's like, why do you?
You're jealous of the annoying white people.
Oh,
I am.
They're living the dream.
You can follow. You can follow her at AmeerahSandersArt.com, where she draws. You can follow her on Instagram.
Becoming a comedian was the closest thing I could do to becoming white. Like, this is how I achieve whiteness by being a comedian. This is
Welcome.
me trying to.
We're glad to have you.
Oh, we need you.
Yeah.
God, Ameerah, I mean, we need more whites like you.
Yeah. Can I tell you, Ameerah? And I know I should have like told you this like a long time ago, but you're one of my favorite white comedians.
Thank you so much. All I wanted in life was to be a white woman, and now I finally achieved it. Isn't that how it works? Like white men just dub whoever they want to be white women. Is that how that happens?
Some people say they don't see color. I, on the other hand, see only white.
We're all white people here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a white supremacist. I love everybody.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
That's
white.
sound bad on a recording.
Yeah, they could. Let's watch the rest of my failure.
Write your thoughts down. Frat boys, you know, there are stereotypes against them for many reasons. I don't trust them. Mostly because I end up swiping right on Tinder on them, and you know what? I just hate myself.
That wasn't even a joke. That was just the truth. That wasn't even a joke.
What did you say? You said, I could only kind of hear you. You said that it was because you swiped right on a lot of them, and that's why you don't like them?
Yeah. Like, against my better judgment, you know, I against my better judgment, I found like white frat boys attractive.
All right, you gotta fuck one, you gotta marry one, and you gotta kill one. They're all white, by the way, and you can't kill all of them. You can only kill one. Business major, philosophy major, and frat boy.
Okay, marry the business major, fuck the frat boy, and kill the philosophy major.
Ooh.
No, wait, hold on, no. Kill the frat boy, fuck the philosophy major, I think. Yeah. I just remembered STDs were a thing, and I was like, no.
Frat boys don't seem like they'd care about your inner needs, and I feel like that's all philosophy majors think about. So I think I'm leaning towards philosophy major myself. I don't know if I'm in this or not, but I just want to have sex with something. So as long as
no, Steven, I was asking you. I mean, I know Ameerah jumped in there, which is fine because she's the
Just forget me. Sorry.
yeah, Ameerah, we'll bring you back on. Call back in.
Yeah.
Oh, is this? Let's sponsored by Cricket Wireless. I just realized there was a Cricket sign in the back.
Yeah, definitely why I said that.
That's good. That's good ad placement. That's good product placement on my part.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
That if this goes viral, Cricket Wireless owes me some money.
Dude, Bill Donald better start getting that paid. He better
right.
Cricket. I need some money. I've been putting in these videos for years.
He really does put in the work for a bunch of just ungrateful, awful people, including myself.
Bums.
I think it's bums. Yeah.
I don't know if Bill Donald has a GoFundMe or what it would be for, but somebody go give that man some money. Just like,
please. Oh my God.
Bill Donald in Colombia, please. Look at what we get to do because of him. Look at these beautiful things that he's created.
Round of applause for Bill Donald, everybody.
Bill Donald, everybody. Bill Donald.
That was a bit much.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot for Bill Donald.
That was too much applause for Bill Donald.
I'm not going to record y'all's sets anymore.
Love Bill. Keep this going. Let's go. I want to.
Oh, that's it. It's over.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. It might have been on the shorter side because it was for a submission to NBC, Stand Up NBC. So I had to keep it short.
Oh, yeah, that's the right call. Yeah, it's definitely to cut it before any jokes come and then submit that to the stand-up final.
Yeah,
for NBC.
I just...
And the NBC execs are like, what was that? Who had that show idea about the girl that moves in with the philosophy major, business major, and frat boy?
Hey,
I would want that.
Frank at NBC, what was your major
girl?
Me?
Just all of the execs at NBC sitting around being like, what's your major?
Mm-hmm.
Business? I majored in business. I majored in business.
No, they didn't major in anything. All their dads just gave them their jobs. They're like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's still how they majored in business. They didn't go to a single class. They just I don't know if you've met a business major. That's all.
I try to stay away from business majors because they make me angry. So
Yeah, you just have to look for leather-toed shoes, just like those really nice slick shoes. It's like, dude, you're 21. Like, why are you wearing this? Put on
those
sneakers.
like gelled comb over things, and then like for
What are
the
you
black
saying?
business majors, always like a fade and some diamond earrings or whatever, and like a suit, and it's just like, stay away from me. I don't want any of it. Goodbye.
Yeah, I could smell your Aaron Scarborough cologne from over here. I don't know. Your aqua.
Scarborough does look like a business major.
Even when he's not here, Aaron Scarborough catches heat every time. Just
Oh.
do you guys do that? Just call him in every once in a while, just insult him.
He did a show last night, and it was like the roast of Santa Claus, and he was on that show, and I saw a picture of it, and he was supposed to be Satan on the roast, and he just dressed up like himself. Like he just wore, he just wore one of his suits that he used to wear to like host at the Rhino all the time. It's just perfect.
I would consider that satanic. Yeah, I think that checks out. I think that's actually a better choice by him. I think he really.
I think it is too. Like a lot of people think
does.
Satan would be like this big, scary, like, oh, I'm Satan, which is of course how he, introduces himself. But like, in all likelihood, he's probably just a wormy little, creepy little guy.
Yeah, just a smarmy, obviously previously a telemarketer. Like you can just feel it. And now that to be an artist, it's like, we get it. You've got issues, Satan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Satan would look like, God, what's his name? Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I just, because like Michael Fassbender, he's like attractive, but also scary because when he smiles, like you see like all his teeth, bro, like all them bitches all the way to the back. And it's just like, how do you do it with your face?
Michael Fassbender does kind of look like a shark a little bit.
He's got one of those snake jaws that just like disconnects and can swallow
like
the whole.
Yeah.
Now, Ameerah, you don't like philosophy majors, you don't like business majors, you don't like frat boys. You're jealous of philosophy majors because they get to just sit, smoke weed, and write down everything. And as we know right now, you're a comedian, you're an artist, a really talented artist. You've got really good work on Instagram. But as I recall, when you first got into the scene, you had different ventures that you were moving down. How did your directorial career go? How was your film? You know that was a thing that you were kind of leaning for. How did you?
I feel bad now because I feel like I could have shown you a worse project, a project I've hidden from I never even released it onto YouTube. I forgot about that because I put it in the deep recesses of my mind.
We'll have you back.
Okay, we can do that. The official premiere of Ghost Town, yes. But
Ghost
Town? It's a horror comedy. I tried to make a pilot. It didn't
Did
work.
you borrow the name from the audience at the East Side Tavern?
Oh, wow. But do you have one of those?
Do you have
pretty good?
No!
You don't have a shot, Colby?
You should get a
If it's not a kid saying it, then I don't have it.
Children voices only. But yeah, directing didn't work out because it was too much work and you had to cooperate with a lot of people. And if you don't have money, nobody cares about your project. And also, these are early and they suck. So yeah, that's just,
I think
you make shitty things.
Ameerah, I think a great word that I would never use to describe you is like very collaborative in nature. Like I think that you're like, you're a unique force that is like driving your own path. I could seeing you just being like, all right, guys, we just got to get together and we got to wrap this scene today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got like fruits and snacks over there. Like that whole idea for you is so beautiful to me. And I can't wait to see this. Is this your horror film? Or is
I have never heard so much icing and sprinkles on such a cup of shit before. Like, just like, so basically, Ameerah, I can't see you getting along with people.
I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He knows me. He knows me well. I try, but that's why I don't take leadership positions. Anyways, so this thing we're about to see is I volunteered it. It wasn't sprung upon me. But yeah, it was a horror film about a girl who has to do a dastardly deed to maintain a promise kept to a certain entity. So yeah, and then she's like fed up with it. Like the concept is great, but the execution is what it is.
That should have been the title of the movie.
It is what it is.
Sounds pretty good. I give it a Columbia 7.
I actually screened it at the local, like the school had a little film festival, and I submitted it, and they played it because I didn't want to, but my mom was like, "You made it. You have to play it. You got to show it." And I was like, "But Mom, it's not good." And she's like, "I don't care." And I guess even though she wasn't there, and if I didn't do it, she wouldn't have known. But whatever, I still did it, and yeah, I lived through that. Now look at me.
Now look at you. We get to share it here, like in the future. You had no idea you were creating this for us.
The Set to Destroy Film Festival. Let's check it out.
Oh, beautiful. Put it up.
Oh, God. This is going to be so painful. Oh, my God.
It does not possess wealth. It possesses him. Ugh.
You gotta start. Cool.
Yo, you did the original
That's
Parasite.
kind of a cool shot.
I'm in the trunk. That's my body.
I already want to know how long this video is.
It's too long.
Where are you, you bitch?
What is she doing? Bringing Ameerah up on stage? What was that for?
Yo, are they about to make out? What are they about to do after this? How does this?
The
Where are
anniversary.
you, bitch?
I hate this so much. I want to die. Ugh.
I can't do this anymore. I won't.
You can, and you will.
I want to die.
I didn't sign up for this.
No, you didn't.
This is the actors talking now.
The actors tuning in. Oh, Ameerah.
They say since the father and all that. See you next month. Same time, same place.
Okay, for real, is this a metaphor about your period? I don't know how this works. How do directors feel about things? Got to do dastardly things to serve a mysterious entity that comes back at the same time.
I'll
next
see
month.
you
What
next
is
month. I didn't sign up for this.
The marks on her arm are supposed to be how many times she's killed for this thing. Oh my God.
Oh, I just love that. I really think they're about to have a scene in the woods. This feels like the best amateur porn of all time.
I love a little sexual tension in all of my filmed interactions. So if you read into that, that's fine. Who cares?
Hey guys, let's get back to the Blair Bitch Project.
No, boo.
Yeah, oh, don't give me the. Oh, I even got the.
You can't even see it. It's fine. Oh God.
Oh. Hey, you've got a little barbecue sauce behind your ear. Maybe.
Stop playing it over,
How
Colby. Just let
embarrassing.
it go. God damn it. Just let it go. End my suffering. Oh, God damn it, Colby.
All right.
Oh, God. I can't wait till we get to the squirrel. Oh, God.
I like that your horror setting, your scary setting is just like suburban America. It's just like a nice statue. A nice
Your
house.
scary setting is just the house that Steven's at right now.
Wait, where did you
If that's not Steven's backyard, I've not seen it. And I don't know what it is. Just a fucking dead possum in a shitty pool.
I've got that thing mounted right above me. I wish
You guys
could
have
see
known
it.
each other way longer than I thought.
That squirrel, we saw it in the pool. We're like, we gotta get that. That's so creepy.
Hell yeah. Look, listen, if I'm you, then I'm all over it too. I get it. I'm renaming the movie Dead Squirrel in a Pool.
How many times has this lady killed this squirrel for the entity?
Oh god. It has nothing to do with the story at all. It's just oh god.
How many tally marks does the squirrel have on him?
Oh my god. I'm crying.
This is really wonderful.
Let's fucking finish this, dude. Oh god.
Longest shot.
She had a nice house though. Shout out to
All right,
Sister
we're going to start with 30 establishing shots.
Your lighting looks less like a horror film and more like a Ken Burns documentary.
Ooh, amnesty. I hate being alive. Oh my god.
I hate being alive.
To the 8 people that are still watching, this is all for you. Thanks for watching.
The good news is these get thousands of views afterwards, so your film is long.
Whew! I was really proud of this shot too. Oh god.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much more to hear. It's like, oh, I remember really loving. That's actually good. It's a full one shot, you know. Your hands are.
17-year-old Ameerah was like, "Oh yeah, this is great. Hell yeah." 17-year-old Ameerah was like, "I'm amazing."
That is an important detail because you letting us know that you were 17 when you made this is important.
Yeah, I did think that was from like 4 years ago. So to be clear,
I forgot to mention I started college early, so I just turned 17 when I started college. So I was the timeline's a little fucked.
Well, I was about to ask you if you were a gifted kid, but watching this, I know that can't be true.
Oh, no. I skipped kindergarten. That was it. They were like, all right.
They didn't do a lot of.
So you were gifted early on, and then it wore off.
Yeah. I peaked.
That's not bad.
They didn't do a lot of camera work in kindergarten. They weren't doing a lot of storyboarding.
There was no composition classes. How should I know?
Look at that.
I'm still friends with her, by the way. She's my best friend.
You got to send this to her.
Well, she is not what I don't like about this.
Doing her best with everything you've given her, which is almost doing so much. Look
I fucked it. What did he?
No,
what does he say?
This guy is the best actor in our theater department at our high school at the time. All right, keep going.
How many squirrels have you drowned since you were 17? That's really funny. I love the idea that was like, Ameerah was like, you know what this shot needs? And she catches a squirrel, which sounds impossible, and then just fucking holds it under the pool. And all of her friends are like, she is dedicated.
God, that squirrel had a family.
No squirrels were harmed in the making of this movie, except that one you saw.
Okay.
All right. He's facing.
Did you go yet? Did she take it? We're safe, right?
Is he chewing gum?
Is he?
Cut. Doug, spit out your gum for the shot, please. I'm not even going to ask you about combing your hair, but can you at least spit out the gum for the love of
He's
God?
frazzled, okay? The character.
I know you're the best theater student in this small high school in an even smaller town, but listen to me.
Montgomery, Alabama, baby. Booker T. Washington.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Did you go yet?
This is great.
Did she take it? We're safe, right?
He's chewing gum. That dude's chewing gum. That or he's in
100%.
What if he just goes, "Are we safe?"
I love the idea of sitting here talking to y'all and being like, so Ameerah, how do you feel like comedy's going? And just be like, don't care. Oh my God, dude. I loved it. Thank you for this.
That's it.
Just like your stand-up, leave something to be desired.
That movie was 80% establishing shots.
You knew where you were at all times, okay? Continuity was key.
That's true.
Ameerah Sanders as corpse, absolutely. That's the most.
That's the new name of this episode.
Shout out to Izzy and Amy and Elijah for doing that. I'm still friends with Izzy, so shout out to my girl. She acted her ass off with what she had to work with.
Colby, reach out to them, see if you can find their Twitter handles, and then don't tell them what it's for. Oh, Ameerah, how do you feel? This is my favorite part. Like, how would you describe your emotions looking back at these things that you've created that you no longer love? How do you feel?
All right, I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
The stand-up set was actually pretty good. I still could use some of that stuff. I need to actually go back and use some of that stuff. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly, so that's nice. But this movie definitely sucked ass. But it's also so very funny because I forget every time about the squirrel, and every time I look back at this movie, I remember the squirrel, and it's like new every time, and I laughed so fucking hard because I thought that was the coolest thing.
Let's take a screenshot of the picture of the squirrel and put it on Instagram or something for our thing.
Yeah, I think that's
Kayla Lawrence, I think that was her name. I only glanced at it. I said, it's important to leave the audience wanting more. Is that what you were going? Kayla Lawrence. Sorry, Kayla. Yeah. Is that what you were going for, Ameerah? You were setting up for like a sequel or something?
Shut up. No. It was just, I think it was a combination of the time limit that we had for the film festival, and also I have a habit of just truncating shit. It's been like, all right, it's done. There, I did it. That's my effort. Like,
I was gonna say, because you actually left me wanting less.
This one's called Anniversary. This one's called Anniversary, and then the next one will be Next Anniversary, and then the next one will be Anniversary after next.
Anniversary after next, yeah.
Like, there's so much lore involved that was like in my head that I tried to convey through this, but it's like it none of it got through, and it's just this weird fucking. I feel like you would show this to someone as like torture, you know, if you're like you have a prisoner of war, you give them LSD, and then you show them this film over and over again.
This movie is a huge hit at Guantanamo Bay.
Exactly. The guards, they love it. I'll show you the anniversary if you keep fucking up. I'll show it to you.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
I'll give you another movie night.
Ameerah, do you know anything about prostates? Do you have any clue? Brian pees every episode. How long have we been on here? Like an hour?
Maybe
every single one.
Dude, every episode. gotta go. We need to talk to Mary. Somebody needs to call somebody.
Maybe he drinks a lot of water. I don't know.
I mean, I'm usually like kind of tipsy for these, and like beer, it makes me have to pee. But like, I'm a champ,
We know also Ryan is a father of 5. Okay, we have to consider that.
That's why I'm worried about his prostate. That's what I care about the kids. I don't care about Ryan.
Yeah.
I want the kids to be okay. I want to know
Maybe
that.
these are too painful for him and he has to leave, or the secondhand embarrassment will kill him.
Yeah, I don't want the kids to end up like this squirrel, just dead in somebody's pool, being flown.
Don't you love the sweet zoom that I did? Zoom out.
Oh yeah,
That's
nice.
a sick ass zoom. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
Slow
It looks
zoom.
like
It's like, yeah, see the scope of it. See it. See how bad it is. Start right up on him.
I love that.
It looks like the squirrel is looking at. I can't tell if those are eyes or if the camera's shitty, but it looks like he's like.
No, he's looking into the dark abyss. Look at it. Those are his ears.
Yeah.
Like the part that what gets it for me is like part of his back is floating up. He's just suspended, and then it's like this 17-year-old girl is like, "Oh, you're visually interesting."
Ameerah,
like, let me be dead in peace.
We just did a show. You did a show in somebody's backyard, and we looked. I don't even remember what we were doing. If we were just like out smoking by the trash cans, and then we looked back there, and there was 100% like a giant dead squirrel. So now there's a common denominator here, and it's you.
It is me. Watch out, squirrels.
Yeah, Kayla was right. Kayla was so right.
Apparently, I have drowned 2 squirrels since
Two known.
I like sleepwalk, and when I sleepwalk, I only do it every now and again, but I always drown a squirrel. So keep your squirrels away from me.
The Rocky murders used to be murders that happened around Philadelphia, but now they're just going to be the new name for Ameerah drowning squirrels into different gross
I'm
bodies.
jealous of their ability to shove food in their cheeks and save it.
Yeah, that and their inability to die from falling is pretty cool as well.
Wait, they can't die from falling?
No, they can't die
when
they
reach. Drowning them, so
What a weird Louisiana thing to know. Like for his science class, they just threw squirrels off the building and see what happened.
Off the roof. Go on, eat it.
His science class was throwing squirrels and reading the Bible.
Let's see that.
Dead squirrel outside Camp Hawk.
Really?
Wait, that's 3. That's 3, Ameerah. That's 3.
This is now like a serial squirrel drowning.
Ameerah, we're gonna have you on back again, and you're gonna have some splaining to do.
I never. It's a weird that someone is following me and killing squirrels behind me, and then putting them near me to make it seem like I did it. I am innocent. Okay. Why would I kill a squirrel and not use its pelts? Come on, that's good fur.
Ameerah has a cooler filled with squirrels hidden in her home.
No, I leave them. Obviously, I leave them when they drown. I only do it for the kill. Obviously, I don't give a shit about it.
Ameerah is the worst character in Criminal Minds that obviously needs a lawyer. She's like, no, it's not.
You're getting my MO wrong, okay? You're getting my MO wrong, all right? I kill them just to feel the little bodies struggle and to see the little bubbles, and then I let go.
The little bodies.
Having reached climax. Okay. The dirtier the water, the better. I love a good, fresh, like 30-day-old bucket of rain. Hell yeah. Give me that and a squirrel, and I got a good Saturday night.
Well,
that's beautiful. That's really, you know what? Not only was that beautiful just now, I would even call it poetic.
Yeah.
I think poetic would be the best way to describe all of the things that we know about Ameerah. Ameerah, do you have a couple more minutes to hang out?
Me personally, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, the first stand-up clip you sent us was pretty good. And as you know, you've seen the show. When you send us things that are pretty good, we tend to look for things that are even worse. And Colby great job of digging, and he has found a clip.
From what?
It's from Colby. When's it from?
2012, I believe.
Okay, 2000.
Long time ago.
Yeah. Yes, we still had a black president. Yes.
What could I have possibly opened for 2012?
Colby, that's your cue. Hit it, baby.
I hate everything.
Is there a way that we can crank the volume on this video, because I can't quite hear what she's saying?
Yeah, it almost sounds like she's just speaking.
She's like, ah, fuck it. There was like a cartoon puff of smoke where she was. The chair was spinning.
Ameerah, do you want to set up this clip? Do you want to tell us what's
looking at
happening here?
I think this is from when I was doing a competition for poetry in high school. Hence the hijab, hence me being in the church, because I'm in Montgomery, Alabama, and all high school events are held in churches. We'll watch it, then I'll tell you guys what came of it. Sure, yeah.
Do you want to know how dumb I am? This is how dumb I am. There is a crucifix behind you, and I was like, oh, this must be like a Muslim church. This must be like
No.
Turns out, not a lot. You know what? You're right. Not a lot of people know this, but the Muslims guy also killed on a cross. I know Jesus kind of took a lot of credit for it, but it turns out a lot of people.
The cross.
Muhammad did a cover of Jesus' death. Okay, he did a cover of Jesus' death. That's how Islam
A lot of
works.
people like Muhammad's version better. You just better not draw him doing it.
Yeah, don't draw him. You can only describe it.
That's right.
Keep the password hidden. They must not know the key to our hangout. They must not hear the swing and beats of the music that brings us people of different strokes together. They must not taste the burning whiskey and sweet brown sugar that make us forget we are forbidden fruit. For you are Adam and I Eve. They must not feel the wind of the trumpet as it stirs our soul to dance a dance somewhere between a foxtrot and a jitterbug. For we are too far gone to care where our feet fall. They must not see your hand in mine as we keep each other from losing our way in the cacophony of brass tunes and vibrant struck chords. For if we don't, our haven shall be lost. Keep the password hidden.
I don't know. Really. I really don't know how to make fun of that, because that was just so like childishly earnest. Like it was just kind of like, I wouldn't make fun of that. Like I wouldn't make fun of like a macaroni art thing. It burns like whiskey in your soul, said the 13-year-old.
No, you sound like your voice is constantly about to crack. Like you're one syllable away from tears at all times.
You look like you're just thinking, you're like, I'd rather be drowning squirrels right now, to be honest.
Haven't drowned a squirrel in weeks. Damn it.
Baptism open. Can I get to the baptism? Where's a squirrel? Somebody give me a squirrel. Your pants do look good with that. Yes.
I always color coordinated my shit back in the day. Yeah, it's great.
That's cool.
I forgot about that poem completely. I think, okay, so this is going to be so nerdy, but at the time, I was really, 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 really into 1920s speakeasy culture.
What?
And I think that's what that poem is about.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like, I wrote a whole play, and like, I know this is like a little like, okay, I won second place for original poetry, I think, for this. And then I did a play about a 1920s speakeasy about, so fucking corny, don't judge me, about a Jewish man and a black woman meeting in a speakeasy, and they had like a romance in the speakeasy, and I think he dies at the end. I don't know. It was great. I won second place in playwriting for it, because my spelling was so terrible. They're like, if you spelled everything right, like it would have been much better. And I was like, oh, that's fine, whatever.
Oh,
Second place is still pretty good.
I wish we could see the notebook that this poem is written on then. I wish that would be something I would make fun of more than just the actual poem. Your inability to spell brown sugar would be a hit for me.
I had really interesting ideas about alcohol and like what it felt like. I was like, I bet whiskey is great. And it is actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong. It's my favorite. So yeah.
Yeah. God, it's so hard to make fun of poetry. This is why poetry sucks before comedy. I'm glad that we closed with this because just like you can't do anything. Poetry is supposed to be from the heart, and it is. And even when it's bad, it's hard to be like, hey, nobody needs this.
We can't tell if that's good or bad. That's the problem. It could be either.
Nobody's snapping, nobody's laughing.
Yeah.
Everybody claps like they're supposed to. I used to be really into poetry before I got into comedy. I did even in college I did it. Yeah. I don't do that anymore because for some reason I only feel like doing poetry when I'm suicidal. Nice.
Hey, but that means you're feeling good, right? You're not doing it?
Yeah, I'm not.
Emergency. 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 Emergency.
I'm going to start calling Ameerah and be like, hey, how are you? I know it's been a really tough year. Have you been writing poetry? Are you?
I wrote a stanza yesterday, man. It was almost a couplet. You gotta help me.
Oh my God. How many haikus have you done? How many haikus?
Just 1.5, I promise.
It's just they go into her apartment and just find a suicide note littered with misspellings.
Yeah. What does she mean by it's too Haid? What? It's too
Did she spell sugar with an ER at the end?
Wow. Oh, here's a fun thing. You know, persimmons, the fruit. Have you heard of persimmons?
What are you saying?
No.
Okay, well, there is a persimmons. They're a fruit, but for the longest time, I called them permission fruits because I just saw a bunch of S's and M's, and I was like, "That says permission."
So you
and Ty corrected me
because
the
if you
other
want to
day.
do S&M, you need permission.
Exactly. Consent.
Pretty good.
You've got permission fruits and you've got forbidden fruits. You've got all the kinds that you need.
You have consenting fruits and non-consenting fruits.
And we don't touch the
non-consenting fruit.
By the way, I know that I shouldn't probably be doing this right now, but my improv troupe is starting a Zoom show. We're the non-permission fruits, and we're not great.
Oh no!
Wow, way to kill the momentum, Ryan. Damn.
I really fucked this whole thing up. I just drowned. This show was a vibrant, energetic squirrel, and I just drowned the shit out of it. Tiny little bubbles. Couple acorns float out of his mouth.
Oh my God.
One solid acorn go. Oh my God. Oh, this is what I love is because like you wrote that in so much earnest, and I can imagine like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old Ameerah just being like, you just got to put it on the page. You just got to let it out, and you like let your soul speak. And I love that we can look back on those moments because in comedy you have it too, right? Like it's the same thing. In comedy, you're writing things and you're like, I really hope that this is going to speak what I want it to speak. And then just anytime you look back at it, you're like trash, garbage, awful.
And that's all artists, I think. I think every single artist, like at every stage, is like, I hope this, like your skill doesn't match the pure energy you have that you want to share. And so you're always trying to get to that to the point where your skill and your earnest are equal, and so, but I don't think you ever achieved that, honestly.
Well, I don't think you ever...
spoken like a true philosophy major.
I hate you. I wish you would
Ameerah, I thank you so much for coming on. You were a great guest. We had a lot of fun. Thank you for being a great sport. This was really neat. Tell folks where they can find your stuff.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Ameerah Sanders, and I have an art account where my skill level does not equal my earnest, but it's there, of Ameerah Sanders Art. And I recently started a TikTok at Dump Truck Ass Shouty.
Is that real?
Oh, that was going to be my handle.
I know. I can't believe that wasn't taken already.
I'm gonna start doing some TikToks, where my skill and my earnest also don't match. So be prepared to look at that. There's already 2 up there that I think are hilarious, but you know, it is what it is.
Funny, talented, ambitious, earnest. Ameerah, if you see Ty, tell him I think he's all of those things. Steven.
You are ruthless, dude. You're just trying to peel the skin off of this squirrel. It's already dead. You don't have to.
You're right. Yeah. At least she doesn't fuck with the dead body once. Yeah, that's true. Ameerah, thank you so much. Obviously, this was a lot of fun. Thank you very much. This was great.
I had fun too. You guys are pretty good.
You're the best.
Pretty good.
And
Second place.
I think I'll take pretty good. And for as much effort as I assume you put into that horror film and the poetry, I see what you're doing with your art. You're on.
Colby, where did you find that? Where did you find that so I can take it down?
Colby's very good.
I just looked. I searched Facebook for Ameerah Sanders and went to videos, and that was like the 3rd from the bottom.
Sounds like it was pretty easy to find.
There was another poetry video. I didn't include it.
I gotta find those and take them down.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Colby, thank you for stuff.
Colby's awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
With that,
thank you, everybody.
Please
like the page. Please go like Ameerah Sanders. Follow her on Instagram, Twitter, Ameerah Sanders Art, Dump Truck Ass Shawty on TikTok. I'm sure we'll be doing duets over there.
You just wanted to say that.
Dump Truck Ass Shawty. Yeah, I have to say, Shawty makes me feel good to be able to say in context. I love it.
Is Dump Truck Ass Shawty spelled correctly, by the way?
Probably not. Probably the mump or something. Just got it all mixed up. The mump ass shouty. Whatever.
Well, I hope your spelling gets good as your comedy and your art is, because you're wonderful. You're one of my favorite people. I love you. Thank you so much for doing this. Ryan, you're decent. Thank you for continuing to carry this podcast and then to destroy it in the middle of it. I really love what you do. Colby, you're great. Please like the video. Do all the other stuff. Like, just do things.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yes. Hit the bell as well for notifications.
Send me money.
As the Phoenix, we rise from the ashes, and we will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Sunday. Ameerah, thank you. Confetti, thank you. We did it again. God bless these United States of America, and God bless this eagle wing behind me. Have a great night. I'll see you next week. Bye.
All right, thanks, everybody.